We're gonna need a calendar. I want us to fix the date.
Really, my darling? I can't believe it.
Close your eyes and put your finger on a date.
But I can't just pick a date at random.
Of course you can. Just put your finger on any...
No, Santiago. What if I pick a date that's already gone? This won't
just pretend
work.
it's next year.
No.
All right. Let's just forget next year. Look, I'll cover up the months that have gone.
No, Santiago, we can't do this. You can't organize a wedding just any old way. You have to think about the wedding cake and the wedding dress and the guests and the reception and all those things, darling.
Barbara, do you want to get married or not?
Yes, of course. It means everything to me, darling.
And you also wanted us to set the wedding date, didn't you?
Give me 3 months. That should be enough, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Perdona si te estoy llamando en este momento, pero me hacía falta escuchar de nuevo, aunque sea un instante.
Maid of honor, I'm going to need a nice dress, aren't I?
Why are you messing up the bed, BB?
I'm going to have to walk down the aisle after you, but not too fast in case I fall flat on my face, which wouldn't be very ladylike, would it? And when I arrive at the altar, I'll have to stand on one side. I can just see it. I wait patiently, then the wedding starts to play. Dun, dun, da-da. Dun, dun, da, dun. And then, come on, man.
What?
Then you enter the church. Come on.
Me?
Here.
How can I? I don't even know where the door is.
It's here.
You and your make-believe.
You enter on Augusta's arm, of course. Here, take this.
Aye, that shower was really something. You have no idea what it was like walking all day under the burning sun. Couldn't even take a bus. Oh, goodness me.
Well, if you couldn't take a bus, how come you paid for the diapers?
You got them. Isn't that what matters?
Yes. Thanks a lot.
And tomorrow morning, it's going to be more of the same thing. Because I tell you, I'm determined to find a job.
I'm glad, Carlos.
There's no reason why I can't. After all, I'm pretty good at what I do, aren't I? Well, I'm not the worst, that's for sure.
That's right, lady. This one's here's a fighter. Hey, compadre. Say, would you mind if I, kiss the lady? Do you mind? Such a lovely young lady. Look at that hair and her lovely eyes. I can't stop help myself. Ay, 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 ay.
You're good.
Well, nevertheless, we happen to be homeless.
I have never doubted your talent, Carlos. I know you're capable.
What can I say? I'm totally speechless. It's wonderful. What else can I say? The love and respect I've always felt for Santiago is no real secret. Now more than just a partner. He'll also be a son-in-law.
Thank you.
The only thing that worries me is that 3 months seems to be a little too optimistic. I don't think either of you realize the time and work that's involved in preparing a wedding.
Like this. Beautiful. The groom and I are standing right here at the altar, watching you enter. Well, go on. Then he's gonna say, "Oh God, how beautiful she is," and I'm gonna start crying with emotion, and well, of course the twins are gonna be there, throwing down hundreds of petals in front of you. And Sylvia will be there looking on, worried, sick as usual, saying, I just hope the twins don't do anything stupid like fall on their faces or start walking backwards or something. And then Augusto will give the bride away. I know he'll say, Lisa is getting married. The smartest and nicest and most beautiful of my sisters. Look, Mom and Dad. Look down on your daughters from above. They've turned into women. I hope you're proud. It wasn't easy bringing them up, but it was worth it. What are you crying for? You haven't even kissed the groom yet.
You're so funny.
All right. Everything will be fine.
Of course it will.
Do you know, Sylvia? I just can't imagine living my life without you.
And why would you have to imagine it?
Because, Sylvia, my darling, every time we quarrel or fall out over something stupid, it's like an invisible hand reaches up and rips me apart into a million pieces inside, and I don't...
I feel just the same way.
Could be that we're so used to living with each other that we're just too afraid to imagine living alone.
Carlos, it may just be that we love each other. I'm not going to spend time on anything but this. You'll see that we're ready. Right, honey?
And the Amazon.
The Amazon?
Yeah, the Amazon project. The one you're designing and Annabelle's overseeing. On site, we'd have to shut down for a week.
That goes without saying. My brother has to be at my wedding.
Well, I'm sure Annabelle will be delighted to get back to civilization. Every time I talk to him on the phone, he says he's sick and tired of seeing greenery.
I can't believe how everything's working out at last. It's like a dream come true for me. Incredible. Well, my darling?
Yes. Incredible. Yes, it's really incredible.
Well, it's not Niagara Falls, but the important thing is you're here.
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
I felt you were nervous all of a sudden.
What? No, I'm not nervous. Vertigo. I don't like heights. Vertigo.
Penny for your thoughts.
Just tired.
Good night, my love.
Good night, Augusta.
Estoy muriendo, muriendo por verte.
What is it?
A family get-together in the dining room.
Did you knock?
No, Augusto.
So what's the matter?
There's a family get-together. Better wake BB.
I really don't get you, Santiago. You don't call me for nearly, 6 weeks? And then out of the blue, do you want to go jogging in the middle of the night?
Isn't your job a personal trainer?
Yeah, but not yours.
You're hired.
Ridiculous.
No, really, I mean it. Listen, I need to loosen up. Start working out. Aren't you my friend? So who better to help me get into shape? Come on. Come on. Come on.
Wake up, Margarita. It's important. Margarita.
What's the matter? It's still the middle of the night.
It's nearly daybreak.
Look, I'm not a rooster. I need my sleep.
Either you get up this minute and come with me, or I'll call everyone in and we'll have the meeting right here.
You're gonna regret hiring me as your trainer. I'm gonna make you sweat blood, buddy.
Great. With any luck, I'll be so darn tired I won't even be able to think.
That stuff's not my line. I'm in the body business. You need a head guy, a psychiatrist.
No, thank you. Priest, maybe.
You are possessed.
Oh, I'm marrying Barbara in 3 months.
What's going on, Sylvia?
I told you already. Family get-together.
What's the idea of a get-together at this time in the morning? Huh?
Coffee for everybody.
Thank you.
Augusta, would you kindly explain what this is all about?
Sit down. My sisters will tell you, from time to time, we have a get-together. In fact, when was the last time?
I think it was just before Sylvia got married. Wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Apart from waking me up, what's the purpose of this meeting?
The purpose is to review the rules. When my sisters and I were left alone, we established a number of rules to make life easier. In fact, it's something that Dad taught us. When things were bad, we'd get hold of Mom and say, Angela, we need to have a get-together.
But Augusta, your parents died a long time ago. I'm sure you're not holding a get-together in their memory.
I've upheld that tradition, because whenever a problem arises, any one of us can ask for a get-together to find a solution to the problem.
But is there a problem right now?
Many. Let's begin with the most important one. Here, Carlos. It's a loan for your family.
Augusto, no.
Augusta, wait, this is way too much. Honey,
Now
if you
that
hold
with that
this...
money, you can both go down and open a bank account, and when you find work, you can pay me back.
Augusto, I can't accept it. Really, I can't. I know this is the money you were saving to pay off the mortgage.
Sylvia, it doesn't matter what the money is. The reality is you have a family, and you can't live not knowing where to get enough money to feed your 2 children.
Augusto, thank you.
Right. The second thing... Wait, don't go away.
Uh-huh.
The second thing, you, Sylvia, and you, Margarita, have to work out your differences.
Augusto, are you completely crazy? You wake me up in the middle of the night and drag me out of bed and make me watch you give our money to your sister, huh? Money it took us ages to save. And you want me to make peace? You've got to be joking.
Come here immediately, Margarita. Nobody is leaving this room until we've cleared up all the issues outstanding. Now sit down.
So do I get an invite to the wedding?
You betcha. You're the best man.
Is that right? Wow, so many promotions in one day.
I decided yesterday.
About the wedding or me being the best man?
It's either I do it now, or I spend my life fooling around with different women.
Well, I sure know what my choice would be.
In 3 months, my freedom will be over.
My deepest condolences.
We all have to, no?
Well, most people get married and have kids, I suppose. But Santiago, the mistake was setting a date for the wedding.
Well, I don't know. A little order in my life wouldn't be a bad thing. And she's always been there for me.
Well, if that's what you want. Now, come on. It's a workout. So let's work out.
look at you. I'm not used to seeing you awake this early.
Well, you better get used to it, Mama. I've got so many things to get done before the wedding. I don't have time for sleeping.
Here.
What's this?
The guest list.
But, Mama, there must be 300 names here.
No, 400.
Mama, you can't be serious.
But your father has so many acquaintances.
Mama, I don't think I can organize it for so many people.
I'm not surprised. I told you 3 months would be impossible, and did you listen to me?
I'm not going to change the date.
Hey.
No, give that to me. It's Santiago's.
Senora Solis, it's your son Annabelle. He's on the phone.
Annabelle.
Yes.
Coming. Thank you.
Yes?
Yes?
Estoy muriendo, muriendo por
Don't worry, Annabelle, because you'll soon have a very good reason for leaving the jungle. Barbara's getting married.
Annabelle.
Barbara, your brother wants to talk to you.
You talk to him, Mother.
Why don't you want to talk to your brother?
I don't feel like it. I don't want to talk to anyone.
Barbara.
Mama, I know Annabelle doesn't like Santiago. He's only going to say nasty things about him. I don't want to hear it.
Hello, Annabelle. How's things? How's the construction coming along? Huh?
Well, what's the matter, Barbara?
Oh, it's nothing, Mama, nothing.
What was it that you took out of Santiago's wallet just now?
It was nothing.
Yeah, sure, that would be perfect. Just give me a call at the office later, and then we can fix it with the lawyers. Of course, I'll tell her don't worry. Ciao. Your brother says that if you really want him to, he'll come and save you from your marriage with a horde of wild natives from the Amazon. Don't worry. It's a joke, but hopefully, with time, the frosty relationship between the two of you might even improve.
I have my doubts.
Sophia, do me a favor and tell the maid to bring my breakfast tray to the studio, please. Okay?
All right, what did you find in Santiago's wallet?
Margarita, it's true. I shouldn't have put your things in the trash bag. I know that. I should have explained the way it is with the children. I'm sorry.
Tell Sylvia what you think, Margarita.
I think this whole thing is completely stupid.
The important thing is for us to reach an understanding. We all of us have to live under the same roof, and therefore we just have to learn to respect and put up with each other. Each one of us has to give and take a little. That's the only way it's gonna work.
Augusto, it's like being a boarding school.
Margarita, you're my wife. Now start assuming your role, okay? You're not a kid, and I'm not your father. I have my role as the head of the family, understand? And you, as my wife, must start behaving accordingly. Margarita, I need you by my side. And to support me, I need you to help me cope with my responsibilities. Not whining and complaining at everything you find annoying. Now assume your responsibility. Because I tell you, as my wife, I expect a certain level of conduct.
Well, I'm going home. Taking a shower and going to work.
You feel better?
Apart from one thing, I forgot my wallet.
Where'd you leave it?
Over at Barbara's.
You idiot. I hope you didn't have anything personal in there. You know how jealous women can get.
No, there's no problem. Nothing too compromising. Well, at least, I hope not.
Well, I admit, it was unexpected.
Now you know why my sisters and I love Augusto so much. Ever since our parents died, he's taken over all the responsibilities. And I don't just mean financially, so we don't go without food. For example, you take Lisa. When she had problems, he'd stay up all night talking to her. And with BB, he'd always spoil her, of course, like giving her a kiss when she wakes up in the morning.
Well, that's the way I like to be woke up in the morning.
Not only does Augusto help us all, his example makes us a lot more demanding with regard to our own behavior. Do you understand?
Well, just between us, Margarita didn't appreciate it when he shouted at her.
Well, she deserved it.
Sure. They're just very different.
Lisa told me not to mention that he does love her.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's quite obvious.
And Margarita? Do you really think she loves my brother?
All I know is we love each other.
Look, rule number 1. You must never let Santiago know that you know more than he would like you to know.
But he has a photo of a woman in his wallet.
Sure. So what? Take it.
I really can't believe this. You put up with infidelities, and now you expect me to?
I'll ask you for a little more respect.
Mama, I just can't believe what I'm hearing from you, honestly.
Listen, you know very well that I'm not too convinced about this wedding. However, if you're really determined to marry Santiago, well, in that case, find out who that woman is first, before you create a scandal with your boyfriend.
What's the advantage?
The advantage is knowing who your enemy is before Santiago denies she even exists.
Estoy muriendo, muriendo por verte.
Well, good morning. You must have fallen out of bed to be here so early.
More or less.
Nobody's here yet, Margarita.
I know that, but I just called in to give Santiago this trinket.
To Santiago?
Yes. Let's just say it's my way of thanking him for the fantastic afternoon we spent together yesterday.
Hi there.
Hey.
Morning, Ramirez.
Oh, you still work here, do you?
Look, about lunch yesterday. I'm real sorry.
Really, there's no need to be. I ate better than if you brought something back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Senorita Barbara, she gave me the food she'd prepared for you. And I'll tell you, man, it was out of this world.
Well, suddenly I feel a little less guilty.
You're gonna feel even better once I tell you the latest news.
Well, what's that? Is the clinic gonna disappear from the lot next door?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Galindez, Senior Solis' attorney, came by here to check things out. I told him about the problem and the episode when the nurse came over. And would you believe the guy ran over to the clinic to get payment for the invoice? What do you think?
Magali, have you met Augusto, Lisa's brother? He's a bit of a hunk.
He happens to be married, too. As far as I'm concerned, he's off limits.
Good morning.
Good morning. And what can I do for you?
I'd like to see the nurse who was at the construction site. Do you know her?
May I know why?
I just need to know her name, really. There's an outstanding invoice.
Here.
This gentleman here is looking for the nurse who was over at the construction site the other day.
Yes, the one who organized the protest march. much and appeared on TV. You must know her.
And who are you?
My name is Galindez. I'm an attorney representing Solace Construction.
And who sent you to look for this nurse?
It's kind of a private matter. Well, if you don't tell me, I'm gonna find out anyway, so...
I'm sorry, senor. We're very busy right now. Can you come back another day?
No problem. Well, in any case, I can find out from the clinic management. Thanks.
No, wait.
Yes?
The nurse you're looking for is me.
Santiago, do you want to inspect those foundations they finished?
I didn't really mean for that nurse to pay up, Ramirez. At that time, I just gave her the invoice to shut her up and put her in her place, that's all. But not a lawyer.
Santiago, forget all that, please. She started it in the first place. Let's get a move on.
I see. So you're the fanatic with a mission.
Yes, what can I do for you?
I'm gonna make my rounds.
I'll go with you, doctor. Don't take too long, okay? Lisa, you're needed in emergency.
Right.
Lisa. Lisa. So young and pretty, but a troublemaker nonetheless.
Please tell me what you want from me.
You have an outstanding debt with the construction company.
What are you saying?
Charlie, weren't you given a bill to pay?
But was that serious?
Of course. Can't you pay?
No, of course not. Do I look like I have that kind of money?
Well, you still have to pay.
If I don't?
Then we'll take you to court.
You're not serious.
Sure. You pay it, or you go to court. Well then. Be seeing you, Lisa.
I asked one of the secretaries to answer the phone. I only have 10 minutes before I have to go back. Tell me everything. What do you mean you spent the afternoon with him?
Well, I ran into him standing in the line at the hamburger place. And I hadn't eaten, and we just ended up having lunch together.
If his girlfriend ever found out.
Honey, I'm telling you, that was just nothing in comparison to what happened afterwards. Oh, yes. You know, I wasn't wrong when I said that improving the species with your boss would be divine. Elsa, shut your mouth. You're a trap of fly in there.
Hang on, let me get this clear. So when Senorita Solis, she managed to get hold of Senor Ortega on the telephone, you mean you were...
Just finished doing it. And it was wonderful.
Isn't Elsa here?
Elsa asked me to fill in for a few minutes.
When she comes back, ask her to come to Santiago's office, will you?
Yes, senorita.
Estoy muriendo, muriendo por verte.
Morning.
How are you, Gustavo?
Happy to see you.
I received the chocolates. Thank you.
It was a choice between chocolates and flowers. Did I choose right?
You didn't have to send anything.
I know that, but I wanted to. Are you going to deprive me of that pleasure?
No, of course not. Thanks.
Lisa, Magali told me a guy from the construction site was looking for you.
Just don't mention that, please.
What did he want?
He tried to collect a debt. Thanks.
What?
Just leave it, Gustavo. Leave it, please. It's not important. Don't worry, I'll find a way to deal with it. Thanks.
Sure.
See you.
We're on schedule, Ramirez. But don't forget that reinforcement needs doing. It's a key point in the structure, and I don't want to have any problems later on, okay?
I'll get on it, Santiago.
I'll be back in my office if you need me. I've got some other stuff to take care of.
You need to get away from all this stupid mess with the clinic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and if you see Galendez before I do, just tell him to back off on the nurse, okay?
Okay, whatever, Santiago. Are you okay? What the hell happened?
I'm sorry, I slipped.
You okay, Santiago? Come on, let me help you.
I'm fine.
To be honest, I'd be really happy if he left that spoilt brat of a girlfriend for someone with class like you.
It's just a matter of time, you know.
You're playing dangerously, aren't you?
Come along. I'll walk back with you. Who knows, we might even bump into Santiago. Come on.
The advantage is knowing who your enemy is before Santiago denies she even exists.
Santiago, it looks bad. You should get it seen to immediately.
I can't feel my arm anymore.
Let's go to the clinic.
Crazy, Ramirez. That's the last place I'd go for help.
Santiago, don't be ridiculous. I'll come with you.
No, it's okay. I can go alone. You stay here and, keep an eye on things until I get back, all right?
You gonna be all right?
Yeah, my feet are fine. I can make it to the clinic, okay? Don't worry.
And it goes without saying, not one word of this must reach Santiago.
It goes without saying that I don't want to get fired.
Mm-hmm. From now on, I better start calling him Engineer Ortega. Very respectful and everything.
I just hope you know what you're doing. I thought I told the secretary to hold the fort until I got back. I don't get it. The boss is here.
I'll go in and surprise him.
Lisa, everything's under control. I'm leaving you in charge a while.
Of course, no problem.
Here, take this too. It's an invoice.
What for?
It's the repair cost for your footprints in the fresh cement. Materials, man-hours.
Are you serious?
I've never been more serious.
This is totally ridiculous.
I'll come for the payment tomorrow.
You know, you're not only rude, you're arrogant.
Yeah, pain an animal, but I'm not stupid, okay? And you better have the money tomorrow.
Hi, Elsa. I wonder if you saw the present.
Wait a minute, Margarita. I better go in first in case he's mad at me for not being here.
You're kidding.
He gets very angry if visitors go in unannounced. It'll make him even madder. Don't worry, I won't be a minute, okay? Good morning, Senorita.
Elsa, why did you have to close the door? Oh, well, if you don't hurry up, I'm gonna come in there anyway.
This way, please.
Thanks a lot.
I'll get someone to look at you. Notice there's a guy in there. He's got a nasty arm wound.
Okay, I'll look at it. You get Dr. Davila.
Sure.
Now, senor, what happened to you?
Well, aren't there other nurses? Why do I have to run into you again?
As far as I know, it's the first time you've been here.
That's true, but it's not by choice, I assure you.
So what happened then?
Is there a doctor here?
Yes, he's been sent for. But before he can do anything, I have to clean the wound, okay?
Talk about a punishment.
Pardon?
Oh, nothing. I was just talking to myself.
Take your shirt off and lie down, please. I'm going to fetch some things to get you cleaned up.
All I can tell you is that the gift was sitting on the desk when I got here this morning, and I've absolutely no idea who left it there. Well then, this woman works here. I mean, after all, if she has the freedom to walk in and out of Santiago's office, she must do. Maybe, but I repeat what I said. I've no idea who left it. But it's not the first time someone's just given him a small present anonymously, just out of gratitude or whatever. Would this woman have any reason to be grateful to him? Who is she?
Where are you going?
I just thought about it, and really, it's not serious at all, really.
Judging by all the blood on your shirt, the injury probably goes deep and is going to require stitches. I know this isn't the 5-star clinic that you're used to, but we'll look after you.
Oh, sure. I've no beef with the clinic.
Yes, go on.
Well, you can't deny our relationship got off to a pretty rocky start. And to put myself in your hands like this, with an arm that's so...
Let me tell you, in my profession, we put aside any personal feelings, and I am perfectly able to take care of somebody that I personally dislike. Now then, please take off your shirt and just let me do my job. Let me help you. Gently. All right, be careful. Now your hands. Sit on the bed, please. Please sit.
Please, I don't expect you to do this lovingly. No, that's impossible. But just while you're cleaning me up, please try to forget that you hate me, okay?
Excuse me, is Elsa back?
Yeah, she's in there.
Oh, yeah. I think I've just seen her. Huh? Just think. Yes, but Senorita Solis, dozens of people pass through here every day. It's not easy. Yes, of course, dozens. Engineers, laborers, architects, too. But not that many women. But there are representatives from building supply firms and public institutions asking for his support. Does she work here? No, I'm quite certain that she doesn't work here. What's this? I have no idea. Well, smell it. It's aftershave. Really? Oh, yeah. You might well be right. It's a little unusual for a business gift, don't you think? Well, you may have a point. It is. And I'm sure the person who left the aftershave is the woman in the picture.
I told you this was a deep wound. Feel anything?
Yes. Your hand.
You're very lucky you didn't sever any nerves. These kinds of wounds can often have serious complications. You are fortunate.
So I won't need stitches.
Yes, you're going to, I'm happy to say.
What is it? You called for me?
A deep flesh wound, doctor. He's an engineer. He works next door.
Santiago.
Pleasure. So what happened to you? Did you fall on some barbed?
More like reinforcement mesh, really.
Well, let's see. Open your hand.
I kind of lost the feeling in my arm, but I can still move it.
Well, you're lucky.
Yeah, that's what the nurse told me.
Lisa, prepare the sutures.
Yes, doctor.
Don't worry. Once we're finished with you, you'll be as good as new, you'll see. I was somewhat surprised not to see you at your desk. However, the lady said you were in the office.
Ah, so the lady from the building supply company has arrived.
And I assume, Barbara, you've come to hassle Santiago with your wedding plans, huh? Your boss is getting married. Did you tell her?
No. We were discussing something else.
Yes. They're getting married in 3 months. What do you think?
Sorry?
I just said they were getting married. Aren't you listening?
Oh, yes, that's wonderful, really.
Your mother wants a reception at the club, but honestly, you can have it anywhere you want. Don't let her talk you into anything. It's up to you, okay?
Yeah, she gave me the short list of guests this morning. Well, if you'll excuse me. Elsa. Not one word to Santiago about this. Yes, I understand. Just women's stuff, Papa.
Thank you. Alvaro, you shouldn't have talked to the girl directly. She needed to understand a few things. To be taken down a peg so she doesn't interfere in future. No, that's what I mean. Lisa Estrada doesn't climb down when she's being challenged. Solis is getting very impatient about buying the land on which the clinic stands. In fact, he's asked me to look into alternative contracts with the authorities. No way. You know as well as I do that it isn't that easy. A lot of people are against the clinic being closed. All right, there's no need to worry. We're friends. I'm not going to take your business from you. Solis is just going to have to be patient. Things have become too hot right now. This scandal has got the city monetary unit on us. Huh? What can I do? If we want things to go the way we want them, then we have to be very careful. We must let the storm pass.
There's a local anesthetic, okay?
Which is gonna hurt more than the stitches, right?
No way. Pass me the jab, Lisa, please.
Excuse me, Doctor.
What's up, Michael?
It's so terrible. There's just been a multiple accident on the highway, Doctor. The rescue teams are bringing all the injured here.
I told you I should have got in, not gotta wait for that old goat to go home.
Margarita, just get out of here immediately.
What?
If they find you here, I'll be fired and you'll be burned at the stake.
Elsa, what are you talking about? Tell me.
Quick, get moving. Go to the photocopier room and don't come out till I tell you to come out.
What happened? Did Santiago tell you to tell me this?
His fiancée is here with a photo of you in her hand and I don't know how she got it. She doesn't know your name. Come on. I had to tell her I'd never seen you before. Now, stay here. So stupid.
How many doctors on duty?
I've paged every doctor available, but I still don't think we're going to have enough to cope. The worst cases are going to be here any minute.
Incoming emergency, multiple trauma.
I'm coming.
Here, Lisa. You take care of this. Multiple fractures of the femur.
Take him through.
Perdona si te estoy llamando en este momento, pero me hacía falta escuchar de nuevo, aunque sea un instante, tu respiración. Disculpa, sé que estoy violando nuestro juramento, sé que estás con alguien que no es el momento, pero hay algo urgente que decirte.
Look at that hair and her lovely eyes. I can't stop help myself. Ay, 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 ay.
You're good.
Nevertheless, we happen to be homeless.
I have never doubted your talent, Carlos. I know you're capable.
What can I say? I'm totally speechless. It's wonderful. What else can I say? The love and respect I've always felt for Santiago is no real secret. Now more than just a partner. He'll also be a son-in-law.
Thank you.
The only thing that worries me is that 3 months seems to be a little too optimistic. I don't think either of you realize the time and work that's involved in preparing a wedding.
Like this.
Wait, Santiago. What did you say, darling?
We're gonna need a calendar. I want us to fix the date.
Really, my darling? I can't believe it.
Close your eyes and put your finger on a date.
But I can't just pick a date at random.
Of course you can. Just put your finger on any...
No, Santiago. What if I pick a date that's already gone? This won't
just pretend
work.
it's next year.
No.
All right? Let's just forget next year. Look, I'll cover up the months that have gone.
No, Santiago, we can't do this. You can't organize a wedding just any old way. You have to think about the wedding cake and the wedding dress and the guests and the reception and all those things, darling.
Barbara, do you want to get married or not?
Yes, of course. It means everything to me, darling.
And you also wanted us to set the wedding date, didn't you?
Give me 3 months. That should be enough, right?
If I'm going to be maid of honor, I'm going to need a nice dress, aren't I?
Why are you messing up the bed, BB?
I'm going to have to walk down the aisle after you, but not too fast in case I fall flat on my face, which wouldn't be very ladylike, would it? And when I arrive at the altar, I'll have to stand on one side. I can just see it. I wait patiently. Then the wedding starts to play. Dun, dun, da, da. Dun, dun, da, dun. And then... Come on, man.
What?
Then you enter the church. Come on.
Me?
Here.
How can I? I don't even know where the door is.
It's here.
You and your make-believe.
You enter on Augusta's arm, of course. Here, take this.
Aye, that show was really something. You have no idea what it was like walking all day under the burning sun. Couldn't even take a bus. Oh, goodness me.
Well, if you couldn't take a bus, how come you paid for the diapers?
You got him. Isn't that what matters?
Yes. Thanks a lot.
And tomorrow morning it's going to be more of the same thing. Because I tell you, I'm determined to find a job.
I'm glad, Carlos.
There's no reason why I can't. After all, I'm pretty good at what I do, aren't I? Well, I'm not the worst, that's for sure.
That's right, lady. This one's here's a fighter. Hey, compadre. Say, would you mind if I, kiss the lady? Do you mind? Such a lovely young lady.
Yeah.
You right?
Okay.
Mama! Papa! Mama!
Perdona si te estoy llamando en este momento, pero me hacía falta escuchar de nuevo, aunque sea un instante.